look at the tail of the tape. And experience could be the key tonight, and a reach advantage for Jelena Mrdjenovich, as she has really ramped up her game. But Lindsay Garbatt is very, very tough.
Ladies and gentlemen, KO Boxing, in association with Independent Jewelers, is proud to present the main event of the evening. Scheduled for 10 two-minute rounds, and is for the WBC Female Featherweight Championship of the World. WBC President is Jose Solomon. Representing the WBC in the ring is Female Championship Chairman Mr. Ed Pearson. Just a reminder that the WBC will be using open scoring, and judges' scores will be announced after the 4th and 7th round. The man in charge when the bell rings is your referee, Mr. Len Koivisto. And now, for those in attendance at the sold-out Shaw Conference Center in downtown Edmonton, and for our fans watching coast to coast on Sportsnet, there's only one thing left to ask. Are you ready? Introducing first, fighting to my right, out of the blue corner. She comes in at 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing at 126 pounds even, wearing the black trunks with purple trim. She comes in with a professional boxing record of 7 victories, 4 losses, and 1 draw. She is the former WIBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World from Oshawa, Ontario, Lethal Lindsay Garbatt. And introducing her opponent to my left in the red corner. She comes in at 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing at 126 pounds even. She is wearing the bronze and black trunks. She comes in with a professional boxing record of 26 victories, 13 wins by knockout, 8 losses, and 1 draw. She is the former WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World. She is the former WIBF Super Featherweight Champion of the World. She is the former WIBF Lightweight Champion of the World. She is the current WIBA Featherweight Champion of the World. And most importantly, she is from Edmonton, Alberta, Jelena Mrdjenovich.
You can hear the faithful here at the Shaw Conference Center. They are excited. They cannot wait. The WBC Featherweight Championship on the line. Our referee is Len Koivisto.
Good evening, ladies. Both these trunks are good. Keep your punches above the belt line. This is a World Championship contest. I expect you to respect the rules, follow my instructions, and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves now and come out ready to fight at the bell.
Just a reminder, in female boxing, rounds are 2 minutes long.
Everyone here at the Shaw Conference Center, and I'm sure boxing fans from coast to coast can't wait for this one. Jelena Mrdjenovich taking on Lethal Lindsay Garbatt. For Lethal Lindsay Garbatt, she's looking for her 3rd straight victory against Jelena Mrdjenovich. Be interesting to see, Kenny, how this one turns out. Lindsay Garbatt, very tough, and she possesses very good punching power.
Well, one thing about you have to say about Jelena Mrdjenovich, she fights all the best, one after another. Coming back from Japan, fighting one of the best there. Every fight she's in is against the best opponents in the world.
Mrdjenovich using that jab to her advantage, and Lethal Lindsay Garbatt is known for getting down low, getting in tight, and throwing in some big shots. And Mrdjenovich, she showed us against Olivia Garula that she can be patient. So, you know, you never know, this thing could go the distance again. It's just a crazy battle that we have seen lately between these two boxers. The last 2 fights have gone the distance, and you'd certainly expect the same. Oh, what a big left hook right there by Jelena Mrdjenovich. That floors Lindsay Garbatt. Take a look at that again, folks. A massive left hook, very similar, Kenny, to what we saw when she knocked out Olivia Garula.
Exactly. And you see, the worst thing you can do is drop that right hand against a girl, or against anybody for that matter, that possesses a good left hook. because they'll put you on the canvas every time. And that's exactly what happened to Garbatt there.
Jelena Mrdjenovich like a shark in water as she knocks down Lindsay Garbatt again, and Lindsay Garbatt stumbling to the corner. And what a huge shot again by Jelena Mrdjenovich, and this time, Kenny, it was the right hand.
And look like she got caught right in the temple there, because it kind of an after effect where she stumbled in the corner again as she walked over the neutral corner.
Seconds to go in the round, and another big left hook. That is going to do it, folks. Jelena Mrdjenovich, the WBC World Champion, as she collects a second straight knockout. She hugs her trainer, Milan Lubovac. She has got to be thrilled, Kenny. Wow, what an amazing finish. You'd never expect this.
I don't think the Garbatt corner even knows what's going on. They just all look so shocked right now. I think those punches really taking their toll on the Garbatt. She's getting hugged over there by Jelena as we speak, but I mean, she's kind of, the whole corner's shocked just as she is.
Well, Jelena Mrdjenovich just put together an amazing set of punches, and no question that Lindsay Garbatt was completely rocked again by a right hand, a left hook, and two left hooks really tonight, Kenny, that were just devastating. And really, Jelena Mrdjenovich, first time in her career, she collects two straight knockouts, and both of them in very impressive fashion.
Well, from what I can see in this first round, as we all said it before the fight too, Jelena Mrdjenovich possesses power in her punches. And by doing that, you can have these big knockouts.
Well, there's Lindsay Garbatt. She's kind of shocked at what happened, and we'll have more for you. Don't go away. James Monsees, along with former two-time Canadian heavyweight champ Ken Lakusta. We just witnessed that lady, Jelena Mrdjenovich, with an incredible knockout of lethal Lindsay Garbatt. Oh, boy. Yeah, she's saying thank you to all of her boxing fans coast to coast, but look at this punching power, Ken.
Well, she possesses power with either hand, but I think Jelena was, what she's saying with this is she's setting a statement here. She's saying, hey, I don't want to go to the decision no more. I haven't had a lot of luck with these decisions, so I'm going to end this thing myself. But she's got power in either hand. She showed it with her right hand tonight. She showed it with her left hand, and she was spectacular tonight.
I guess the big thing for Jelena Mrdjenovich is that she's received a lot of accolades after the Olivia Garula fight, but now she'll receive even more, and I think that more women, female boxers around the world are going to take note of that very lethal left hook.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time I'd like to welcome Mr. Ron Goltz, the chairman of the Edmonton Combative Sports Commission, and Mr. Ed Pearson, the female championship chairman of the WBC, into the ring, who'll be presenting tonight's new champion with her belt. Referee Len Koivisto stops this bout at 1 minute 45 seconds of the very first round. The winner by technical knockout, and the new WBC featherweight champion of the world, Jelena Mrdjenovich.
I know that feels real good for Jelena right now. She wanted to get that WBC belt back again. It's win after win for her in a row now, and she's awful, awful proud to have the WBC belt around her waist one more time. Oh, she's looking for some more. She wants somebody else to get involved in the picture. She's a very, very proud moment. There she is. She got her trainer in there. She wants to get this picture down. She knows it's a huge, huge win for her. It's the belt she wanted to get back. And, you know, when you get beat on a couple close decisions, you want your title back. There she is, congratulating a great sports person, Jelena Mrdjenovich, and a true champion.
Not the first time, but the second time she's won the WBC World Championship title, ladies and gentlemen. Jelena Mrdjenovich, once again holding one of the most prestigious belts in boxing history. Jelena, your last fight on these exact same grounds produced what was one of the biggest and best knockouts in female boxing history. And like I even said at the press conference, probably one of the best knockouts, period, in the sport of boxing. You came out tonight, you were aggressive. Just tell me your game plan, and obviously you were super pleased with the result.
You know what? Thank you to Lindsay for coming out. taking this fight. She's a hell of a warrior, and I knew that. And so coming into this fight, I knew I was going to have to work my ass off, and I knew she was going to come out swinging. And I just wanted to stick to the game plan and throw punches. And I've been working on sitting down on punches a little bit more, and it worked.
I want to bring Lindsay Garbatt in. And ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for Lindsay Garbatt? She just came off representing our country in Australia in an incredible fight. Lindsay, you've done such an incredible job representing Canada as a female boxer. There is no doubt, I think, across the world, the boxing community knows that the best female boxers come out of Canada. You took on a former WBC world champ. You both said at the press conference, no hard feelings, no animosity towards each other, but Jelena obviously caught you with a few punches tonight that you never saw.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I want to apologize to my fans and my family and my team. I was looking for another good bout between us. We've had 2 awesome wars, and I was hoping it was going to be another good one, and I just got caught. I mean, what can you do? It happens. But I'm really disappointed. I trained really hard, and my team that helped me, thanks guys. I just hate disappointing.
I know that you've beaten Jelena twice. You beat her here, and you also beat her in Ontario. I guess the only question I have to ask, because this happened in the first round, was there any overconfidence at all from your perspective? I know that you were fighting her, and people obviously would wonder. You've beaten her twice, maybe a little overconfident.
Absolutely not. I saw her last fight. I knew that she was doing some things different and training a little bit differently, and I knew she was going to come out hard. And I've been training just as hard. I treat everyone the same, and I feel like I'm always better going into the ring. Unfortunately, I didn't get to show you guys that tonight, so I apologize again.
I guess the bottom line, Lindsay, is I think that most Canadian boxing fans, especially the female boxing fans, know that you're a class act. You've represented our country so well, and we appreciate your effort tonight.
Thanks so much, and I want to say hi to my mom at home. She's usually here, but she couldn't be, so hi, Mom, and sorry you couldn't be here. And thanks, everyone.
She has her sisters here supporting her, and thanks so much for coming out. Jelena, I want to bring you back over just to talk about regaining that WBC world title. You've now done something that very few female boxers have done. You've basically gone to the top in your career. You're at the top of the world. You fell where you were actually in the basement having to recover, where people were saying, is Jelena going to retire? Because she's done. But you come back with the big win in Japan. You destroy Olivia Garula. You avenge 2 losses to Lindsay Garbatt. What's next for the new WBC world champion?
You know what? First and foremost, I have to thank everybody in Edmonton here for supporting me through thick and thin. My family, my gym, my friends. You guys have put up with a lot from me, and I love you all, and thank you so much. My sparring partner, Marcus, he got me ready for this fight. So, no matter what Lindsay brought, I know I already got it 10 times worse in the gym, so I was ready for this. What's next? Who knows? We'll see. We'll let the WBC pick. I know Maureen Shea didn't want to take this fight. I know Ina Mesner didn't want to take this fight. At 126, I don't think there's any girls that want to fight me. So we'll see. We'll see.
Congratulations again. Incredible fight.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for the support. You guys are amazing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jelena Mrdjenovich